Greetings, barbarians! What's up? Thank you for passing by. My name is Phil, and I am from Mints and Drops. And today I am having the pleasure to receive on the show Adrian and Manu from the Kabila team. The team that's bringing the whole package for you to launch your NFT. And speaking of launch, they're bringing the launchpad early next year. Two amazing guys. They know what's up. They have an insane team. Enjoy. I'm really hyped for this Kabila team. It's been so long. Adrian and Manu, how you doing?
Hey, yeah, very good, very good. We're also looking forward to this call. Yeah,
it's super fun. It's been a long time coming. I'm really delighted that you guys are taking the time for today. And wow, it's great to meet you. First time I'm seeing you in video and everything. So yeah, this is really hype for me.
Yeah, for us too. I mean, you know that we've been following your videos, and we try to, even though we are pretty busy these last weeks and months, we from time to time we try to get to catch up and watch your videos, and it's good to be here. Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, man. Hey, right into the subject. Let's dive deep, okay? Because you guys came in and right away it was strength, credibility, fast, efficiently. How do you believe it all happened? You know, and what's Kabila at the same time?
Yeah. So, well, as some of you may know, I've been in the other ecosystem since I would say March 2021, and then I started working with NFTs, with the first ones with GoMint, with those with Chuck Wallet, with then when Hashback came. And you know, I've been working with animals, with NFT and a lot of creators, a lot of people since a lot of time. And after a few months, we were like, okay, this space is incredible. We see a lot of things, but what else can we do with NFTs? I mean, and then I started getting a lot of questions from brands, from Web2 brands, from people I know, from people that I know good that they are trying to do marketing stuff with NFTs. And the answer was always the same thing. We need tools. I mean, we always say that NFTs are like cars, but we don't have any roads and we need infrastructure. So that was like, I mean, there are thousands of things that you can do with NFTs, but we need these tools. So tired of answering to all these people and saying, well, I mean, we could do this and that, but there are no tools. I started looking for devs and started looking to really create a project and a company about this. No? So I started looking for devs. So, you know, full stack devs are not easy to find, and normally, you know, it's there's a lot of demand. I spoke with a lot of friends, a lot of people, and it was very hard. And then imagine like telling them about either a Hashgraph, HBAR. So it's like, well, what are you talking? What are you talking about? And
you're like an alien.
Yeah. It's a bit hard. And once I spoke with a lot of people, and one day, I mean, I think I was just lucky. I was talking in a Discord chat in a community, Spanish community, and there was a guy called Adri. And he was, yeah, I am a developer. I think I could help you out with this. And so we started talking. I shared with him the documentation, and he was looking into it. Like, yeah, I think we could do something. Da, 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 da. And then Adri talked me about Fran, and Fran then also came, and then, well, we started working with first a wallet, also some NFT tools, and then we started working, and then in June we said, okay, let's do this. So we built a company in July, and since then we really knew what we needed, because as creators we know exactly what lacks, and since then we've been working like crazy. Yeah, honestly, it's been a lot of work. Adri can tell you, he's been working like crazy.
A lot of hours daily. a lot of months without sleep, just keep working. But thanks to that, we are here now. So yeah, pretty good.
It's worth it 100%, and it'll be worth it 1,000% come next year and all the next for the future, for the short term, for sure. Because again, you guys came in with the whole package, and it seems, and I'm sure that you have an amazing team. Of course, there's only two of you right now, but Oscar Subiyana, okay, Alex Aka, the young Messi, and speaking of Messi, of course, yesterday,
Exactly.
the young Messi software developer. You've surrounded yourself with great people, and it shows because again, you see layers, and that's in my opinion that speaks in terms of branding too, because right off the bat, you know that it's solid, that it's complex. It's got layers, but it's serious. Of course, you brought that with the team, but how did you manage to have such a complexity in the team?
So, yeah, I mean, team is the most important thing in a startup. So it's everything. So I think I've been lucky this time because it's not normal to find such a good partners. I mean, I didn't know Adri like 7 months ago, and I didn't know Fran. The only one I knew was Oscar, which is he's also an investor in the company. I know him from marketing. This guy knows a lot about Facebook ads, Instagram ads. He's been running lots of campaigns for small and big companies. But Fran and Adri, we didn't know each other. But then we started working, and you don't know someone until you start working with someone, and you start working, and you get through the bad and the good moments. So I think we just were lucky, and then
I think one of the most important parts is like we love the technology. So when you love what you are doing, the results at the end are there.
I think that's definitely something that, I mean, we are all, I mean, we love this Web3 space. We love NFTs. We love Ether, Hashgraph. We really believe in what we're building. So that helps a lot. We think that we are doing something that is going to change the way we work with internet and the way we own stuff, digital, the value. And then I think another good thing is that once you start surrounding yourself with very motivated and good people, skilled people, that brings more of that. So that is what happened when Rafa came. Then we have Jose, which is also helping us. And these guys are even, I mean, at least at the same level. So that's beautiful. And you want to get surrounded by people who are very motivated, high skilled. So I think then it's a bit easier after you get the first initial team.
So much to say again. Where you spoke about luck. I believe you created your own luck, especially if you surround yourself with amazing people around you, right? And I think it could serve as a shield also, especially right now. And I wanted to tackle this where, right now it's kind of a stalemate. Of course, it's a bit slower. But again, if you're building, right, you're surrounded with amazing people like Adrian, of course, with us, Oscar and everything, you can really build something that's fun, entertaining, long lasting, and that's complex. How do you all perceive not only the markets, but the feelings right now inside the whole NFT or crypto or total vibe market? How do you perceive it so far?
Do you want to answer that, Adri? Or
I mean, I think we are right now in a moment that actually the most important thing is just build. And then when you are building in the worst moments, like right now, if you do it in the correct way, you will get the results in the next bull run. At least in my opinion. Also, it's like we said in Discord, like the best families and the best companies come in the worst moments. So that's my opinion.
Yeah, and from my point of view, it has definitely changed since like 1 year ago. I mean, 1 year ago it was a huge party, full of money. Everyone was going to be rich. I mean, it was crazy, and now the hangover it's hard. So. November, which is when we launched the creator tools, the Kabila apps, NFT tools. I would say it's the worst month in terms of numbers, in terms of market activity. We have seen that decrease, but we think that's good because there was a lot of smoke. There was a lot of projects without any utility, value, fundamentals. So now the projects that are trying to build and bring value and trying to really help creators and communities with tools, I think that's the next thing. And I think there are a lot of solid projects that are building, not only in Hedera, but other networks. But I think for what we are seeing and with the projects that we're talking with, that next bull run, it's going to be crazy. We don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it will for sure. And you said it, Adrian, it's the best time to build right now, because when it's snowy outside, it's cold. Okay, I got stuff that I could do here. I can tackle it. I got great ideas. It's a perfect time, because right now the focus is not on people buying, on liquidity and whatnot. It's just on, okay, well, no liquidity, fine, we'll build and we'll be ready for the next round. That's the best approach, in my opinion, too. And community-wise, what you've built, again, the community that you brought up, the partnerships you've made, I mean, you know, it's you can strive inside those times much more easily, right? So yeah, shout out to you, and shout out to all the Hispanic communities that you brought in. I think that should be done much more thoroughly and oftenly, of course, because man, you've rallied so many people again, you know, through language barriers that shouldn't exist. And look, we're talking, we're having fun, and it doesn't matter really. So big shout out, and you really brought up everyone to the table.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's important. Of course, that's very important to us, being from Spain, and then it was shocking to us that almost no one knew about Hedera Hashgraph in the Spanish community, at least in the NFT community. But since July, more or less, I think that's changing. I mean, we see more and more people talking about Hedera, about HBAR, more people coming to the community. And even though we are in a bear market and everything seems that has been, you know, very it's getting reduced, but more Spanish people, more Spanish speaking people from Colombia, from Mexico, from Argentina, from different countries are starting to ask, hey, what about Hedera? Which are the main wallets? Where can I mint, or what's, and that's a good thing. I think that's going to change a lot. The Spanish community, it's growing very fast in terms of the crypto space, because you have countries like, you know, Argentina, where the government, it's devaluing the currency like almost every day. And it makes a lot of sense to adopt these cryptocurrencies, and then the tokens, the financial freedom that you can get by using NFTs and fungible tokens, that's going to change, and that's going to help a lot to a lot of countries. So yeah, I think it's important that they know Hedera, because Hedera is the place, it's the chain to work on.
I think so too.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, it's intertwined, right? In a way that, you know, it's kind of when you give hope, but at the same time, I believe if we break that language barrier at the same time, and this is Spanish one, we can go into any other cultures too. That's so important, because there are people right there who have options and they don't even know that they're going to be using Kabila, and they don't even know they're going to be using it, like say in March next year, and they don't know, because right now we're speaking English. That doesn't make any sense to me. So again, and yeah, it's true. And at one point, that's why I found it so elite that you guys responded back so quickly, because I'm that kind of guy, annoying one who knocks on doors, say, oh, why we're talking, and for you to be a representative of the Spanish community, that's truly something to me.
Yeah, we're trying to hold spaces, Twitter spaces with the Spanish community almost every Wednesday. We have another one after this call. So yeah, I mean, we just need Hedera to be known. I think that in general, only the top 10, top 20 cryptocurrencies are known, and after that is like there's nothing. And we think that that's where the most interesting thing starts. Those are second and third generation chains that have had the chance to see which are the problems of the first ones, and build on top of that. And I think that the space is going to change a lot in the next months. So we see it, because we talk with a lot of projects in the other space, and we see that there is being built a very solid ecosystem. The HBAR Foundation giving so many grants to a lot of projects, and that's gonna go somewhere. sometimes. So
yeah,
for sure.
we just need
100%.
time. We just need time.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Make time, and people talented like you just to harvest, keep our head down, and just tackle it. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Who comes with the craziest idea? Sometimes, of course, at the end you're a dev, so I'm guessing. I do not know. So my guess is that Manu, you come out with the idea, and then Adrian, you come, oh, whoa, this is not possible, or vice versa. I don't know, because you got everything. You got porting tools, creator portals, staking, everything. So, but that needs to be brought up inside the canvas, right? So, how does it go? How do you bounce back ideas?
It's a very good question, but I will let Adri answer first.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we want to make a lot of things, as you said, but we need to. I mean, we had a meeting before this one, and we said, okay, when the new year start, let's sit down and let's figure out what are gonna be the meta for 2023. Because right now we want to make a lot of things, but obviously, like, we need to delimit what we're gonna do. I think Manu comes with the ideas always, with the designs, etc. And then Fran and me is like, Manu, okay, but this needs to be reduced in the first version. In the second one, we can amplify, etc. But I think everybody has the same concept, and we work very well together, to be honest.
And I think, not knowing what to do every month and every week, that's one of the main things to develop so fast. Because again, we have a lot of ideas, a lot of things that could be improved, a lot of things that we could launch, but then you need to execute. So that's one of my main tasks. My main tasks. So it's okay. We have a lot of things on the table. So trying to think which goes first, which goes later, and then one of the good things that also we have is, for example, Adri. He loves spending time with communities, with NFT projects to understand them, and then he gets a lot of feedback from the community. So, hey, we would like to, get a Discord bot, or we would like to get this feature or this NFT tool. And if we get a lot of requests, then we put it on the table and discuss when and how. No, but then the thing is that for 2023, we are looking for, okay, so Web3 market is okay, but what happens with Web2 market, and how can we start helping, real companies that have their products, their services. So that's one of the main missions of the next year, so we have some, because it's for example, the NFT Web3 project has different needs than, a sports company or fishing club, whatever. No, I mean, there are different companies and different projects that might be using NFTs in the next months or years, but different solutions. So we have a lot of ideas. Right now we have more or less clear what we want to do in 2023, but right now we're fully focused on the launchpad that it's coming soon, and after that we will sit down and say, okay, let's see what goes next.
I think that's truly valuable, and because what I get from this is that you're going to be investing through people who's going to come on and onboard, the ecosystem, in terms that you're going to be ready with the whole package, all with the ideas you've had, you put up, and then while you're working right now for people to onboard, say like 6 months, a year from now, you're going to be able to say, hey, wow, this is the canvas to play on. You have ideas, throw it in. And after that, we can iterate on them. And this is how to get to A, B, C, and then you launch and you're making your game, then you're making your plan. That's what it takes from that. And
exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's really great, truly. And I know that this place is an absolute wormhole of time. It's worldwide right now. Right now, we're not in the same time zone. There is absolute news every single day, every single time, every single hour, Twitter, whatever, social. It's absolutely crazy. And it's a possibilities, it's a world filled where you have the feeling where you can do anything. I always ask this because, it's mental health related too, but family based, of course. You got families, I do too. How do you find this whole balance to it all, because you can keep your head down and work for 12 hours. You look up, wow, sun went down. I didn't notice. So how do you balance things out?
I think that's the difficult part, at least for me. Like for example, I'm not living with my girlfriend yet. So let's say from Monday to Thursday, Friday, I don't see her, because basically it's like from when I wake up until I go to bed, I'm working either programming, meetings, talking with some people that actually want to invest in Kabila, in NFTs, whatever. Like it's like you said, like you just sit down in the here, and then when you look out at the hour, it's like, what the fuck? Like 2 hours from the beginning already. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, and Adri, it's spending a lot of time, and we have these conversations because I tell sometimes the team, we've been developing for 7 months like crazy. I mean, right now I think we have the most complete NFT platform, not in Netherlands but anywhere in terms of NFT tools. We have, I think it was like 10 NFT tools.
Also, Manu, let me say something. The launchpad that actually we are creating, I think is the first one in the whole blockchain ecosystem. Like there is no any other launchpad full automatic. I don't know if it's that the word in English, but I think it's the first one.
Yeah, that's because we're doing it. As you said, automated and fully customizable, I think. So I mean, we wanted that in less than 5 minutes, you will be able to create your own launchpad, your NFT collection, mint it, create your launchpad from that collection, define all the design stuff, design public settings, private settings, and launch it by yourself. So you can do it just in 5 minutes. Then, of course, that's good, but then we're gonna have like different like verified options, no? Like you're gonna have non-verified, gray verification, blue verification, and gold verification, depending on some stuff. So okay, anyone can just create and launch their NFT collection by their own, but then users are gonna have a way of discerning, which are solid and are not, or less solid projects, no? Wow. But regarding the what you were talking about how you find balance with family and friends. So I've been working in the startup ecosystem for the last 7 years. So, I mean, I've been in other industries, but I know how this works. So you need to, you really need, I think this is one of the key things, you really need to know this, that the long term is what matters. So you need to really find that balance. If not, it's going to cost your health, it's going to cost your relationship, and if those two things happen, it's going to cost then your project.
Yeah, and your hair, your hair also. Your hair.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk about gray hairs.
You need to really find that balance, and sometimes I say to them that, okay, Adri has been working after a release, like there are a lot of problems, there are a lot of technical issues that appear. It's like, okay, take the day off, take the 3 days off if you want. It's all right.
At the end of the day, I can't.
I hope you'll be able to, man.
I mean,
then I called him well, I was joking. Just go back to work.
No, not at the beach or the Jan. Come back.
No, I mean when it's something like it's like yours. When somebody writes to you in Discord Saturday 12 p.m. at night, and he has a technical issue with, for example, Booksender, what are you gonna do? Like, no, wait until Monday. No, I just connect, and if I can, I try to solve the problem.
Yeah, for sure. I believe if you have that hustler mentality, which you both do, okay. If it goes one way, it has to go the other. Where if you answer someone at 12 at night, it's absolutely crazy time where you handle a problem, takes you 45 minutes, you were sleeping, you were doing something else. At the same time, and balance-wise, you have to find time that's random, where you just take off and hey, I'm going to the beach, I'm going to the family. Well, it's 3:00, it's a Friday. Yeah, bye. You know, so it needs to be volatile in that way, where this is balance. This is no, I'm not working on Saturday and Sunday. That's going to be problematic, since you know it's so randomly in a way we have to hustle in, right? So I think that's part of balance.
Yeah. And disconnecting is key.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you get creativity when you relax. So if you're always like full working very, very hard, and you get stressed, it's not the same. Then when you stop, when you relax, is when the ideas come, is when you think better. So you need to balance that. You know, you need to be like fully working, but then have those moments for you know, to relax and be with the girlfriend and stuff.
Yeah, 1,000%. I was about to ask you up my follow-up question. What's your biggest accomplishment? But now I know that's the launchpad for sure, since you're going to be able to bring everyone on board, even though, you know, a noob like me who doesn't understand tech was going to be able to, you know, go on and just have tools, a canvas. What was the toughest part then? What was the toughest part that you had as a whole, as a team, personally, maybe, whatever, through this 7-8 months journey so far then?
Let me just say something, and then Adri will not, he knows better. But I think the worst side we have just gone through it, because I think it was at the beginning. So it's that moment where you don't really know what you are going to fight. Is no, you know, how hard is this going to be? When you start researching the SDK, when you start researching how the wallets work, how everything works, I think that's the most frightening part. But then when you do a small wallet, I mean, if I show you if I show you the first one, it's crap. I mean, it's very.
Yeah, but you have to start somewhere.
But it worked. I mean, we were able to send some HBAR from different accounts, so that's crazy at the beginning. So that, you know, brings you a lot of motivation, a lot of you know, positivity, and then we go step by step. The art engine, it's been a hard one, but I would say the book sender wasn't an easy one. I think with IPFS and NFT storage and all these NFT decentralized providers, there's been a lot of work with the NFT gallery. Everything is, I mean, what do you think, Ali? I mean, I think that there's been a lot of stuff, but we end up getting through everything. So,
I mean, probably the most complex thing, like right now, obviously, is Launchpad, because like you need to interconnect many things, from AWS, everything, backend, frontend, a lot of things. But one of the most difficult things, and it is because there isn't much information, is about to develop your own proxies in Adera. Like right now, we can say like Kabila has their own proxies. Like we're not using MyChavar wallet anymore, so we have our own proxies, and that was really complicated. But thanks to the Edera core team, developers, we made it. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's something that we wanted to also point that, man, the Edera technical team, the HBAR Foundation, the like. All these people, they are helping us a lot. Like there's pretty anything that we need, we get an answer in less than 24 hours and normally a lot faster. And you know, I mean, we're working with very new technology, and having that support that like everything we have as a problem, it's normally, you know, very well addressed by them, and we get a lot of support. So and that's key in general for the ecosystem. So now that we know how the Edera works, because we are working with them every day, we are even more confident on where we are building. So
it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
It's truly is rewarding.
We saw a graphic, I think it was last week, where this graphic said 90% of developers from Solana, they are migrating 2 other blockchains. And in Hedera, from September, I think it was, it's crazy the amount of developers that actually are joining, like a lot. So that's pretty good.
It is because the onboarding is, to me, in my opinion, is really easy in terms of, hey, come around, we have tools. And it's welcoming. Everybody seems to be at still a point where we know we're core, like people helping out each other, say 100 people, say, hey, come around, you can talk to this people. Hey, come around at the end, you can talk to that guy. He's going to help you out. There's tools that's really available out there inside an ecosystem that seems to me, even for a tech guy, that's absolutely noob for me, that seems to be accessible. And at the same time, it's a multiplier where people can help you out. So it's truly a much more faster lane than if the tech is crap and people don't want to help you, right?
Also, the good thing about the data is like you don't need the knowledge about the smart contracts. Like Kabila, we were developing for 8 months, I guess, and we still didn't use any smart contract. Everything is made with the SDK, and you can see that in any other blockchain right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it's a very, very important point. How we made all these things so fast, because we didn't even have to study smart contracts till today. We know eventually we will have to get into that, but 8 months developing a lot of stuff and everything with the other SDK, and that really makes an ecosystem build fast. So
powerful.
Yeah, so that's important. Yeah.
All right. Hey, thank you for taking the time, guys. I know you have a busy schedule. You're hustlers. You're working hard. Thank you so much just for taking the time today. And I'm really glad, I'll say this on the mic off, I'm really glad that we had the chance to meet up. It's been way too long time coming. And you're welcome anytime on the show if you have any news, any drops, any message you want to pass. I truly believe in what you're doing. You guys are builders. You are serious in what you do in your craft. You've surrounded your team with amazing people again, and you're bringing a huge value to the ecosystem. And I mean, just with the vibes and the tech and the whole thing, you're bringing the whole package. I got mad respect for this, and big success for you leading on to 2023.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having us here. We're gonna say that this is the first time we do this in English.
Oh,
so
wow.
We were a bit nervous, but
who knew? Easy as pie. next time in Spanish, I ask a question. I say, yeah, sí, oh, pero. I'm game.
Good.
Take care, guys. Thank you again.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Manu and Adrian from Kabila, thank you so much for your presence today on the show. I truly appreciate my time. That was a great one. I think what you're bringing inside the ecosystem is absolutely one of one. Whole package. You're bringing the tech, the launch pad, and at the same time you're listening to your community. And speaking of which, the Spanish Hispanic community is very well represented by you. I think it is lacking right now. We should have even more communities up, because the language barrier, in my opinion, needs to vaporize. It doesn't make any sense. We're talking English right now. We could speak Spanish, we could speak French, we could speak any other language that's out there for us to comprehend each other and to move onwards inside the very best ecosystem that's out there. See you on the next show.